It's lonely, Chester. I wish you were here. I miss you, Jevil. The games, the jokes, the magic, the dances. I miss it all. I remember the walks. I remember the tea. You really got a hold on me. However, hearts ache and love burns. I just want it to burn good. Ah! 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 Ah!
Sean?
Swatch! Hey! How are you? What can I help you with?
I am well. I was just wondering if you were wanting to hang out after my shift.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm just gonna rearrange some things and I'll be right there.
Okay. I will see you then. Sean, if you need someone, just talk to me.
What? Oh, don't worry. This darkness tougher than leather.
If you say so. I highly doubt it, though.
Next thing you know, he stops doing mountain climbers. The drill instructor goes, "Why'd you stop doing mountain climbers?" The rune went, "I reached the top of the mountain, drill sergeant."
Sean.
Yeah,
How are you holding up?
doing just peachy. Living the darkness dream.
Sean, you might be fooling others, but you're not fooling me.
What?
I overheard you earlier today. You were reminiscing about someone, correct? Sean, please, talk to me.
Yeah.
So you're aware that I also overheard you hurting yourself over them, correct? Am I correct?
Why are you questioning me like this? I told you I'm okay.
Sean, you and I know that is a lie. You're numb, withered on the inside.
No.
Hoping, yearning for the glory days to come back, knowing full well they won't.
Shut up!
Till you result in hurting yourself to feel something.
I said shut up!
I know what's going on, Sean. Because I've been there.
Listen! What?
I'm assuming you're aware of the existence of a man with pink and yellow tinted glasses.
Spampton?
Yes, well, he wasn't always like that. At some point, he was at the peak of his business. He had become so successful, he rented a room in Queen's Mansion and would come to my shop often. So often, in fact, that we would talk on a pretty regular basis. To call him a valued customer would be a bit of an understatement. With hindsight, I wish I could have spent more time with him, but business got in the way of both of us, so... Who's to say what I could have done before he turned into what he had become?
What happened to him?
I really don't have a clue, other than the way he acted after he stopped paying rent. Of course, Spampton was evicted, but he didn't have a place to go, so I offered him to stay in the cafe for shelter. He would then sneak his way into the basement while I worked and pray to a scrapped project the Lightner and I made together some time ago. Way before I was in charge. Before I worked as a swatchling.
Swatchlings? Aren't those your employees?
For your information, I, surrounded by my fellow employees, was a swatchling that worked hard and efficiently because I was loyal to my dear queen. Eventually, I became the manager. Swatch isn't my real name. It's just the name of the title I earned.
So, what is your name?
I don't seem to remember.
You've forgotten your name?
Us swatchlings are devoted to our queen. We can't be bothered to make time for ourselves. We had work to do. I couldn't risk losing my job supervising a sailman. However, I felt bad not tending to him, which was odd. I never really felt anything when working, besides drowsiness. After a bit, it only got worse. Svemtil would take shelter in the cafe, sneak into the basement to pray, and start a sales pitch for random items he found in the trash of the cafe. At this point, the queen had enough of his antics and ordered me and some other swatchlings to throw him in the pool of acid.
Whoa. A pool of acid?
Yes, a pool of acid.
Who the fuck would just... Why?
Well, now that you mention it, I never considered why she had it.
How?
I was busy.
That's no real excuse.
It is when you're a high-value asset. Considering what Queen made me do to Spamton, imagine what would have happened if I retaliated.
Your queen sounds sinister.
Your king sounds no better.
Touché. Continue.
So, after throwing Spamton into acid and kicking him out, he stopped showing up. And, for once in a while, I felt dread. What had happened to him? Where did he go? Is he even alive? And only now, I know what happened to him. But then, all I could do was sit and worry. I couldn't go out and find him myself. Even if I had the time, the Queen would know. And if she didn't, her OCD having Catmaid would come by and snitch.
Catmaid? That would be...
Task manager.
I assume you two don't get along well?
Well, I wouldn't say that. When outside of work, she's actually quite lovely. But when she's working, she takes it so seriously it's intolerable. It's a miracle how I managed to put up with, for lack of a better term, her BS.
I see. I've had soldiers like that in the military. Took their job so seriously it was infuriating to work with. But when you two have a couple of roos together, they aren't bad.
Getting back on track, after Spamton, I feared what happened. I didn't know what I could have done. All I could do was work, days on end, worried. It almost hindered my performance. It took me months to get over it, and even then, it was hard not to think about his well-being. I'm glad to know he's better than before. Sean, I know what you've been through.
Swatch.
I know what it's like to lose someone close. I know what it's like to be alone. I know you believe you have little meaning left, but trust me when I say that you have more to live than you think you do. People care about you, Sean. I care. Sean.
Shit.
It's okay, Sean. You'll be okay. You're not alone, Sean. Better?
Better.
Listen, if you need someone, come to me. I'm not as busy nor restricted as I used to be.
Thank you. So much.
Don't sweat it. I'm here to help.